Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Cross Studios here, and I'm here with a new opinion video. I'm here with my least favorite set from each theme of 2014. So I'm going to go through my list here, and I'm going to tell you my least favorite set from each theme that came out. So some of them might not necessarily be a bad set, but it's just all the other sets were better than the actual set that I picked. So make sure to take that in consideration before I actually go through the video. But yeah, I hope you enjoy, and tell me what you guys think in the comments after the video is over. For architecture, I chose Marina Bay Sands. I really like the architecture theme. I used to hate it, but now I'm kind of beginning to kind of like it because I'm getting older and I kind of like the buildings. I think this one's just kind of one of the weaker ones in my opinion that came out in the year of 2014. I don't know, it's just not really exciting or anything, kind of like the other ones. The other ones have a really cool look to it. This one's just kind of boring in my opinion, doesn't really have too much to it. So that's why I chose this for architecture. For city, I chose the helicopter transporter. Now, in order to really have a cool helicopter transporter, don't you have to have at least a decent helicopter? That helicopter is really weak in my opinion. That's practically a $10 set right there. They really should have upgraded the helicopter because this is a helicopter carrier, and you're giving in the set you get a terrible helicopter. I like the two small cars that you get with it, but we have seen the big truck before for the helicopter carrier, so I think it's not a very good set. Alright guys, now on to Ninjago for 2014, which is the Borg attack. And I think you guys mostly know why I chose this set because it does not really have to do with the show whatsoever. The Borg doesn't really do too much in the show. I know he was changed into an evil guy to help with the Ninjroids, but it didn't really do too much. And I don't really see the use of this set besides the motorcycle, which was a small part in the Ninjroid series. I think this set's just useless and they could have made a way better set with $20. Alright guys, now into the Lego Movie, and I chose the Flying Flusher, or the Flying Plunger, I don't really know what you call it. This set's kind of weak in my opinion. It's a maintenance truck that carries a porta potty. Think about that for a second. The Micromanager, I think, for the set is weaker than the other ones. I don't think the sets minifigures are very good either. I just think it's one of the weaker Lego Movie sets that they came out with, and I think they could have made something a bit better than this. Up next is Creator, and I chose the Twin Blade Adventures. This set, I don't really know what you're really going to do with this set. You could honestly just go get a city set rather than this, and it would probably be a lot more fun. And I don't really see the point of this set. They've already made things like this in City before. And it's just kind of another set to put out there and see if people will buy it, in my opinion. I don't really like it too much. And I think it's just another one of those sets that not very many people bought, and it's not that great. Alright guys, moving on to Chima, and I chose the Crocodile Legend Beast, and this thing is very bad in my opinion. We're going to take a look at the front. You can see the tongue and the teeth down there. They actually printed teeth on that tile. Yes, I'm saying that. They printed teeth on that 2x4 tile under the big teeth on the top, which is very weak in my opinion. They put silver and gray pieces on it, which I don't really like the look of that for a crocodile. And obviously you get Krager with the set, which isn't too bad. But the crocodile doesn't even look like a crocodile that much. It's really weird. I don't really like this little guy that much. I don't really like the crocodile. I've seen the show before. I know what the Legend Beasts are. I really think this is the worst representation of one of them that I've seen in a set. I like the wolf one. That one's not terrible, but this one really, they stunk up the house with this one. I really do not like this Legend Beast. They did a terrible job on this. For Technic, I chose this little rotor helicopter. It's not necessarily a bad set. I like the blades you get with it. The set itself isn't actually a terrible set, but it's just kind of a simple build in my opinion. You can't really get too much with a $10 to $15 set. I think it's just a little too simple in my opinion, and obviously it is the smallest one, so it's not going to be better than any of the bigger ones. So I kind of chose the small one for this one just because it's small and it doesn't have a ton with it. So that's why I chose this small model for my least favorite for Technic. For Hero Factory, I chose the Evo Walker, and this thing, I do not like it that much. It doesn't really go with a whole Hero Factory theme very well. It just looks like a small mech with 3 legs, and I think it's just kind of a cheap out set that tried to get people to buy. and it looks like they took no time into making this set. Obviously, the Hero Factor sets don't have a ton of they do have customability. I just don't think they have a lot of personality. I don't really like the set that much, though. Alright guys, for Star Wars I chose the Kashyyyk Troopers Battle Pack, and some Star Wars fans may not be happy about this one, but this is my least favorite from 2014. I mean, there's so many better sets than this, and the model for this set is ridiculously terrible. You can see that little representation. I'm not even going to talk about it. It's not a very good vehicle. I don't really like the masks for the 2 Scout Troopers that they made. I don't like those new molds, and I just don't really think this was a very well designed set. Alright guys, now onto the Hobbit, and I picked the Battle at Lake Town. And this set is literally a rehash of the $50 Attack on Lake Town set, except with dulled down minifigures. I mean, they gave the orcs some new hats, and I do like the Bard's Son minifigure, but other than that, the set is really weak. And I do not like the minifigure choice, like I said, and I think the set literally almost looks like a smaller version of the $50 set, except scaled down. So this set's awful in my opinion. For Minecraft, I chose the End, and you're probably wondering why would you choose the End? I don't really, but this set did come out in 2014 technically, and I chose this because I like all the full scale sets, but this set was really weak. It's the weakest Minecraft Microworld set. They did an awful job with it. The dragon's really skimpy, the model itself is small and has nothing in it. I really did not like the set very much. You can check out my review on that if you want to see it. For basically the Lego Kuso or Idea sets, I chose the Curiosity Rover, and I know not very many sets came out for Lego Kuso, and all of them were very well designed. I chose this one just because it's my least favorite out of all of them, but it's still an amazing set. I do not hate it whatsoever. I just think it's my least favorite out of the ones that came out, and since they were all great, this was the only one that I thought was a little weaker than the other ones. For Agents, I chose the Riverside Raid. It's not a terrible set in any way, but just because it's the smallest set, I'm going to put it as my least favorite, just because of that fact. It's not a bad set, like I said, it's the smallest set, and all the other sets are a lot better, due to the fact that they're bigger, yet since they have more minifigures and more features and stuff with them. So I think this set is my least favorite, just due to the fact that it's smaller and doesn't have as much. And for Marvel superheroes, I chose the Spider-Trike versus Electro, and this set is nasty and terrible. Do not buy this set unless you find it on clearance. I'm telling you that. This set's $13, 70 pieces, and you get a tricycle of all things. It's 4 wheels if you can see the picture, not 3. And a tricycle is 3 wheels. But you can see this right here. This set is awful. Watch my review on it if you want me to go into detail with it. Alright guys, so that is basically it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed. Tell me what you guys' least favorite set from each theme of 2014 was, and tell me why you may have picked a different set to be your least favorite than maybe this one. Don't tell me that you like the set. Tell me your least favorite, not that you like one of the sets that I disliked in the comments. Please tell me the set you disliked. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment and subscribe.